Yeah, yeah. We just chillin' and vibing. Good conversations with good people. Oh. Good conversations with good people. Yeah.
Yo, this your boy Larry, and y'all already know, man. I'm chilling and vibing with Emoji.
Yo, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. Countdown, countdown. Once again, we are live, we are live, we are live, we are live, we are live. Let's get it. Appreciate everyone in here. It's because we are chilling and vibing. Let's see those comments. Let's see those comments. Let's see some honeys in the comment section. Let's go in the chat. Let's go. Honeys, 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 honeys. Oh, let's go. Front it up. Front it up. Feel like I never could want enough. Keep it 100. I'm stacking like honeys on honeys on honeys. We take it to the vote. And I just dropped in a vote. I'ma keep something. She trying to count us. Girl, it's a bunny. When you're with me, it's whatever you want it. My flesh game, I just body. My full says, babe, look quite stocky. I said best was next when VeVe chest bag chest reasonable rockets. Guessing they trying to hop in. Got them froze like hands up. Stack comics on comics on comics. So the whole damn vote doing stand up. I'm gone. They say, Emoji, you should be a bag something nice, so I rock her like a briefcase. Say she got a man, but only on the weekdays. Hope you don't got plans, cause we bout to hit a, girl, we bout to hit a retake. Bumpin' IMX when I roll up, that's a ZK. Book told me we could run it up, so I relayed. What's a couple bands? Nothing much, mommy, D. Gay! What's good? What's good? What's good? Man, it feels good to be here. It does. It does. It does.
Yeah, man,
Chillin' and vibing. What's good?
I appreciate you for coming on, man. How you been?
I've been good, bro. Yo, this has been, my apologies, because this has been a long time coming. I know, like, we have tried to set this up for a while.
Last
But we're
year?
here now. We're doing it. Like, it's
Last
exciting.
year?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to put a date on it, but I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, I appreciate you made it though, man. But let the people know, man, where you from?
So I'm from Jersey, Jersey all day. I mean, yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm from Jersey, tri-state area. But yeah, I've been doing this whole like X thing, for a bit now. Damn, how long has it been? I want to say 4 years. Like, yeah, I think so. Between Back of the Class and Comic Shop and the Oasis. And yeah, now I guess making some YouTube appearances. So that's what's up. I'm excited.
So like how long have you been in the music, man? You a singer, songwriter?
Oh, yeah, I've done music for like most of my life. I've been writing since I don't know, 6th grade. But big into music, big into poetry, spoken word poetry, slam poetry. I am a musician, pianist, drummer. I went to school for music, majored in music, have performed on Carnegie Hall. So yeah, it's always been a passion, always been
So growing
all that. Um, so my taste is very eclectic, right? And that's because I got different types of music from different people in my life. My mom was more so hip hop and R&B. That's where I listened to, most. Also too, she owned her own shop. She's a cosmetologist. So a large part of that was curating, the song for, and this was before like, there were playlists like Spotify playlists. So you had to curate your own music, with CDs and stuff like that. So, yeah, hip hop, R&B mainly from my mom. My uncle listened to rock, so that's where like rock comes from. I've done music for most of my life, majored in music. On so I produce, I songwrite, engineer. some of my at-home sessions before I take it to the studio for like bigger song projects that I would watch.
Mom was into hip hop. What type of music did your mom listen to? When you kids, you got to listen to a mom. You know what I'm saying, playing while she cleaning up.
So mainly like R&B for her, which obviously transitioned back and forth with hip hop, but so like TLC, Destiny's Child, Total, Jagged Edge, Case, Jaheim, um, Tyrese,
You mean Baby Boy?
Erica Badu, huh?
I
Baby
said, you
Boy,
say
yes,
Tyrese. I say, you mean Baby
yeah,
Boy?
yeah. Erica Badu, Lauryn Hill, Missy, um, yeah. And so I'd say more so with her was on the R&B side of things, and then because of that, I got more into hip hop because obviously, you're always gonna have, oh, Mary J. Blige, huge Mary J. Blige fan. Um, but when you have that, then you got Biggie, and then you have like, so that kind of like is what drove me down that realm.
So being a songwriter, man, what do you write about? Is it something you go through or other people's lives?
Um, it it could be a mix. When I write, I want to tell a story and mainly to paint a picture, right? So I'm very particular, right? And it could be something personal, or it could be something that maybe I put myself in someone's shoes and felt it. It could be based off of a story. It could be a amalgam of things. Like sometimes I may write something and it's about multiple different people or multiple different things all put together. So I kind of like with my creative process, I just go with what feels right and let like that. It's hard to explain, but whatever I'm feeling, kind of like go with that vibe, um, and see where it leads me. If that makes sense.
Out of all the songs you done wrote, which one is your favorite and why?
I feel I have favorites for different reasons. I'd say probably my absolute favorite. Or it's two actually. One is Love, which is also on streaming platforms. And the reason why that is one of my favorites is because it's like a combination of everything that I do. I produced the beat on that, but also too, I'm singing on it, I'm rapping on it, and I'm doing spoken word poetry. And that as like one song or one package is, I feel like, the best representation of me as an artist and how I try to incorporate all these things that mean something to me. Also too, the song that I just released, Favorites, is another thing that is a favorite of mine. Because it's featuring my daughter. Like I got when she was a baby, I got a few sound clips from her and I put her on the track. So it's kind of like a little duet, which is nice.
That's dope. That's dope. Especially when they got a meaning like that. So when she get older, you be like, baby girl, that's you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%.
Like your VV journey, man. How did you get into VV?
I got in early. I got in February 19th of 2021. So I was like one of the first maybe 800 people in the app. So I actually found it from because I was into crypto before, and I found it through actually this YouTuber. What was his name? Blockchain Andy. Blockchain Andy was the video that introduced me to, and it was mainly on Omi. So Omi was the first thing that I got, which was a headache to get. But Omi was the first thing that I got, and then I was like, you know what? Like, if I'm buying this Omi, maybe I should buy the collectibles attached to it. And at the time, like, NFTs were just starting to become a thing. Mark Cuban was talking about it, and they were like, all right, is this the thing? So, like, let me buy, some of this stuff. At the time, everything was in the store. Todd's, Risso's, everything was in the store. Um, but um, but yeah, so that was how I discovered it, and as time progressed, I was like, I actually like collecting this stuff. This stuff is pretty cool. So,
So you wasn't a collector before VV.
I collected certain things. So, like, movie collector, right? But not for the sake of like collecting them to sell, collecting them to have. Like, I like having like libraries of movies because, like, if it's something I like or a series, I'll watch it over and over again. Like Dragon Ball is a perfect example of that. And so I have collections of that. Dragon Ball, I have like almost like every version of Dragon Ball that exists, and I have like versions that you can't purchase. Like I have Dragon Ball Z Kai and only I guess big Dragon Ball fans that are obsessive like me would know this. But I have Dragon Ball Z Kai with the Bruce Falconer score, and that is the score that appeared in the United States. For those that don't know, back in the 90s, when an anime would come to the United States, they would swap out the music. So if you did watch Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, the music that you watched was different from the music that was in Japan. And if you grew up with that soundtrack, that's kind of like what Dragon Ball sounds like to you. So I do have Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is the remake of Dragon Ball, like frame by frame retouching and stuff like that, but with the Bruce Falconer score, which does not exist. Well, it does exist because I have, but it's not purchasable.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I grew up watching Dragon Ball too. I used to rush home from school
Mm.
to watch it.
Yeah, classic show, classic show. I mean, it's And did you watch Daima,
Mm-mm.
the new show? They
No,
have a new show, Daima. Yeah, it just ended not too long ago, but it was actually pretty good. The animation on that was fire. I would suggest.
I remember when Goku had went Super Saiyan for the first time, man. That was
Mhm.
man.
Legendary,
What?
legendary. I remember where I was. I was in Norfolk. So my dad's family's from Norfolk, Virginia. So I was at my grandmother's house, and I remember everything. It's so crazy
You know
how
what's
like the
crazy
scenes can
though?
have that. Yeah.
It's like, man, no lie. For at least 15 minutes, they powering up. Ah,
Oh my gosh.
commercial. Come back.
Oh, they
Ah.
did that. They did that. Also, that's another reason. If anyone's getting into it, I would highly suggest Kai because it kind of shortens all of that. A lot of filler, lots of like just powering up and stuff like that. And I forget how much it is because I don't really go back to the original series too often. I just watch Kai at this point. But the original series has some amazing episodes too, like filler. But yes, it took forever to do that.
So what other anime do you watch besides Dragon Ball?
Um, I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I like My Hero. I like Demon Slayer. I think that those are like probably the top, the new big. I call them the new big three. Specifically for shonen. And I do like Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling has been amazing. But even outside of the shonen genre, I mean, I like Your Line April, which was I would highly suggest people watch that. But it will make you cry. It will make you cry. It is very emotional. I do like some of the movies. I like what's the dude? Miyazaki? No, that's Studio Ghibli. The dude that does the Girl Who Left Through Time and Boy and the Beast, like his movies, I really like it because they touch on certain like topics or relationships, I should say, whether friendships or family and things like that. Your Name was an amazing movie. Yeah. I don't know. Rurouni Kenshin, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, Code Geass. I like a lot. I like a lot of it.
Well, which one of those would you like to see on VeVe
All of
first?
them.
First.
I mean, I guess for me, I'd say Dragon Ball because that's my heart. That is what Did I mention Naruto? Naruto. But like Dragon Ball is like my Dragon Ball and Sonic. I'd say are probably like the two biggest ones that I want to see the most. But yeah, definitely Dragon.
Yeah, I could see Sonic too, man. That'd be dope. I think they got no, they already had a movie come out.
Yeah, they got three. They got three,
Yeah.
and the third one
I
got
ain't
pretty
saw the
good
last
reviews.
one yet.
Yeah, I still have to watch the last one. I was waiting for it to become on streaming. It should soon, actually. I didn't get to see it in theater. But it's with Shadow, and it's like based off of like one of my favorite games of all time, which is Sonic Adventures 2. So yeah, so I definitely would love Sonic. Definitely.
So you a gamer also?
Yeah. Even though like as of lately, I haven't had much time for gaming. But I would I'd call myself a gamer. I love playing games. I love playing games.
What's your favorite game you like to play?
Like, are you talking about regularly, or are you talking about like my favorite game of all time?
Regularly.
Okay, regularly. I'd say probably what I play regular, like if I'm hopping on something, is a mix between either a Fortnite or Genshin Impact, and probably because they are live service games. So they're always evolving. Like it's not one and done. But if you want to talk about my favorites of all time, right? Because like once I beat a game, I may revisit it, but I don't beat it over and over. Like you get what I'm saying, right? So I'm not beating it over and over. But I mean, I love the Mass Effect trilogy, the first first three games. Final Fantasy X is probably one of my favorite games of all time. It was the first game that like hit me emotionally. The storyline for that is amazing. The music for that is amazing. Um, yeah, I'd say probably those two are like the standouts. Mass Effect, Final Fantasy.
I used to play games. Like you said, having time for it. I don't even have time to play games. If I ain't doing the podcast
Hmm.
and I ain't doing something else, man, that's the last. I'm
Yeah,
trying to catch up on some sleep.
yeah. That's another thing, right? And then with me, like, for me, the biggest thing is anime. A lot of like dope anime has been dropping. So a lot of time that I would spend gaming, I'm like, oh, the newest episode of Solo Leveling just dropped. So I'm like, or I'm binging something that I'm trying to catch up on. So that's probably the biggest thing. Because I know, like, and shout out Josh Collectors Gone Digital and Mahalo. They've been telling me, you got to get on Rivals. You got to get on Rivals. I'm like, but yeah, I do have to jump on Rivals. I know that the hype for that is big.
So as of today, what's your favorite VV collectible?
Um, uh, hmm, I don't, I, I don't know. I would say, can I say collection? Okay. My favorite collection is Nicoletta Balderi's art. I'm a huge fan of her art. It's the only thing that I like kind of like collect all of. I'm only missing one of her covers. Just because it's not on the store. Like I have to keep pulling for it and think if I ever get it. But yeah, her collection of covers, whether it be the VV variants or just the covers on that, I love her work. I love her work. So yeah, I'd say her collection is probably my favorite. And especially since some of those are exclusive only to me, right?
Yeah, my favorite man right now is Gambit, man. The one when he got there and
Gambit
picked
is
the
dope.
card up.
Gambit is tough.
Oh man,
Mhm. I
yeah,
like
that
that
was
one. I
tough.
like that one. They did an awesome job on the drop.
So how you feel about the VV verse, man? It's here now.
I think it's cool. I think what I enjoy the most about it is that it's giving like creators an avenue to to showcase what can be done in the space and showcase their talents. We have a lot of people that are, oh my gosh, what they're able to put together as far as the living environments is ridiculous. So, and I'm glad that that's turning into something that can be monetized too. And so that's the biggest thing. And I like it. I think it creates engagement. I think it creates an entertainment factor. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it evolves. It does still need stuff to evolve it. Um, Shout out the evolvables drop. But yeah, I think I think it's a dope first step. I think it's a dope first step. Visually, it looks good. It looks good on its own.
Yeah, man. Like some of the things I done saw, man, that they didn't create a whole maze, man,
Mm-hmm.
a mansion.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, Mass Omi's been running games with Millie. For the for that, which has been dope. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I saw Mascheroni, shout out to Mascheroni, man. I saw he had a
Hmm.
secret basement like he had in the comment
Hmm.
scene. That was dope.
Yeah. Another one. Like the mind of these creators and stuff like that is ridiculous. The creativity, I'm like, man. I have different creativity in different areas, but I wish I could, had the ability to do some of the stuff that these creators are doing.
How you felt when the VV comments had came about, like dropping every Wednesday now?
The comics, I like this website. I think that this is probably one of the biggest things that VV has as far as significant going for it right now. Dropping comics in real time as they come up. You can keep, and I've been a fan of the Ultimate series, so being able to read them and collect them that way has been dope. And I'm just hoping that it's more. I'm hoping we get Image. I'm hoping one day we get DC. We'll see. But I do. I like this. This for me. This is something that gives VeVe use case, right? VeVeverse gives it use case. This probably I'd say even more just because of the accessibility factor, right? Because now you can actually read your comments. You're buying something to actually use for the purpose of some type of entertainment feature. You should read it, and that I think is good. Uh, yeah.
Although I know the comic book shop, is canceled for now, but what made you want to do that show?
Fandom. I'm big into fandom, right? And I even though like I'm a fan of like the MCU and I'll read graphic novels and stuff like that, I never really got into reading comics serialized like that, like as they come out. Normally I make buy a volume or if it's a omnibus and there's something like that and read it all together. So I thought it with the launch of that website, I thought it was a good opportunity to create some content going over that, but reviewing it, right? And reviewing it from an angle where, we are all new. Like, I was new to reading comics serialized. Book was new. Prop was new. X, I believe, was reading it before, but I wanted to do something that was, fandom focused, entertainment focused, and really get into what these stories are about. Why are they as popular as they are, right? Like, and approach that from a cinephile perspective with narration, art. So it's something I wanted to do. And we would review and rank the comics and give them scores. It was fun.
I have never been to a con event, but I definitely want to go this year. How was your first experience to your con
You should
event?
go. Well, I've been to cons before VeVe, so when I started going for specifically for VeVe, I was already familiar with them. But I mean they're fun. They're fun. It's a fandom experience. It's connecting. I don't like walking around for long periods of time, so I don't stay long. But once again, I'm not far from New York, so I'll go back to Jersey, and and if there's something else happen later tonight, I'll come back. But yeah. So but it is fun, and then now especially with VeVe, it's cool because now you're meeting people, you're connecting, with people that you may have had conversations or friendships with online. So it's even a bigger, event where you're connecting through the love of fandom.
So
And
out
shout
of
out to
New
the
York?
parties that go
Oh
through.
yeah. Oh yeah, I heard. I heard. So out of New York Comic Con and San Diego Con, which one you
hmm
prefer?
I've never been to San Diego. I plan on going this year.
I mean Vegas,
So
Vegas. When
all
you
I
into
know is
Vegas, when you into
New York.
Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. Vegas. Well, Vegas was DCon. Vegas was DCon. New York was New York Comic Con. Um, I will say if we're talking about the con, uh, New York had more stuff that I was interested in, right? Because it had, that's where you're gonna get your anime and stuff like that. DCon is more so with the artists, right? With which was dope. I loved it. And also too, they do have stuff like artist interpretations of things that I'm interested in. I saw some amazing paintings of like anime and stuff like that and takes on that. So they do have like a lot of stuff I'm interested, but just the New York Comic Con is more of it, right? So for the con, I would say probably like the Comic Con. For the experience, Vegas was probably one of my top experiences as far as going out and doing something with the TV fan. So Vegas is all the way, as far as TV.
How do you feel now that, VV got the affiliate program? Do you plan on using that to the max?
Um, in all honesty, I don't know how to use it yet. To benefit me. I think it's good. I think it's a good program. I just don't know how much benefit I'm going to get out of it, how it exists right now. But I do have it, right? And if I recommend people to VeVe, I definitely plan on using it. But most of the people that are part of my content are people that are in VeVe. I specifically, I make content for the VeVe community. So, which as of right now, the code doesn't really do much for. But I mean, it's a good tool to have. It is a good tool.
Yeah, I feel once everybody's invited to do it, and if it's a faster process, instead of taking like 14 days, like it should be instant. You know, like, okay, I sign up, boom, I'm approved. Now I can go tell people instead of have to wait 14 days, you know, until waiting to get approved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even know it took time for the approval.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
I'm still
I didn't
waiting.
time how much. Oh, you're still waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine pending
but
review. So
I think if you have an audience that aren't in VeVe, especially if they reach out to content creators that don't even make VeVe content, I think this is great. I think it's great because yeah, everyone is new, right? And you're onboarding. Now, I mean, now once they're onboarded, at that point it's kind of like, what can you do next with it? But I think that this is good for people that, you know, targeting people that don't know about VeVe.
yeah. Well, Emoji, I appreciate you for coming to chill and vibe, man. But before we go, let everybody know what we doing, man.
We are chilling and Gregory Horns chilling and vibing.
Appreciate you, man.
Anytime, bro.